What's up, everybody? It's Slender again. Hope everyone's having a good morning. I sure as hell am. I found something when I was going through all the forum updates and, just new topics, topics that devs are tracking. I spend a majority of my day, just going through it and trying to find new things that, either I didn't know about, maybe people have been asking. And this one's actually about mounts. And we have some, once again, I know people have been complaining about clickbait, so I'm doing my best not to have that. I don't want any clickbait on this channel, period. Nothing. So I've been going back and changing all that stuff. But anyway, we'll just get to the point. Just wanted to throw that out there. So this is not from a dev. This is not a dev response. That's why I titled it Customer Service Response. So the question has been added by Almer. This was about 4 hours ago. And I'm going to search and see if I can find any actual dev response on this, but I don't think they have yet. So he says, why doesn't New World have mounts? Will it be added in the future eventually? And then somebody said, I'm sure bots would make use of them, no doubt. And then I want to read this first. So actually, I'll read their customer service response. Hello, Almer. Hope you're doing well. I'm sorry currently New World doesn't have any mounts. Right now, the resource available for traveling are fast travel using Azoth, recall to in, and respawn options. However, as per this post, in the future, horse mounts will be available. Now, right off the bat, I was thinking maybe a dev responded and said, yeah, there are going to be mounts, but Amazon, your customer service, you guys have really got to communicate with customer service and be careful with what they say, because this got a lot of people excited because he said, however, as per this post, in future, horse mounts will be available. And this is from an actual customer service representative. His name is Shamp, S-H-A-N-P. This is not quite like the Loot Luck thing, but it's very similar. Like, a customer service is answering us. People see orange text and they assume that what they say is concrete, is the way it is. And he said, yeah, horse mounts will be available. So that's got me excited. I'd love to see mounts. And I just want to read this post that somebody said, because it's a great idea. Adding horses to the game would create so much more aesthetic stuff, skins, customization, faster horses, maybe even horseback combat. I mean, it just opens up a ton of stuff. And if nothing else, just to be able to take care of your horse, feed it, groom it, make it happy, or maybe die if you don't take care of it, which would be sad. Nobody likes seeing horses dying. But anyway, so I don't even know who this person was. I wish it had a name, but he said, hello, Amazon Game Studio and fellow New World players. I am likely not to be the first one making this upward and forward push and request amongst the community. I would absolutely pay big money if Amazon Games could add mounts to New World. It would be a nice feature and would just feel so good to travel around the world whilst taking care of your steed. Feeding it water, providing it with glorious armor, and yes, I would pay for skins on my steed. Armor Amazon. And you know what? I probably would too. I'm not going to lie. I'm not an RP player, but sometimes I think I have a little bit of RP deep down inside of me. I swear. You guys would make tons of money off of this idea. The community would agree, as I'm sure. I wouldn't be the only one whom would appreciate this. This would just bring so much more motivation on travel for me and allow me to enjoy running around more often than teleporting everywhere. Thanks for reading. Community, do your thing. And I totally agree. Especially when they're focused, that I've been hearing this word over and over and I'm seeing a pattern. They are really focused on immersion. That's why they don't have a built-in mini-map, because it would take away the immersion feel to the game. And I think riding around on horseback, just, exploring, doing whatever, would be really, really good for immersion. Absolutely. I don't think the game needs mounts, but I think it would be a great idea. I'm not upset that there's no mounts. You could get through the world just fine, but, Anyway, so back to the main story. Shamp said that this post confirms that there will be horse mounts in the future. So I continue to go down, like Fred's BSD, he said right away, I didn't know this was a thing, because it's not a thing. Nobody has responded from the dev department saying that there will be horses. And Bronze brought up that too. Thank you, Bronze. That post does not have a single dev response. AGS, please control your support team. And I hate to say it, but he is absolutely right. AGS, you got to get this under control, because people are getting their hopes up. People that don't do as much digging as me or these other guys on here, will read that post and assume that, there will be for sure horse mounts coming. So he came back, Champ came back and said this, thank goodness. This was actually 2 hours ago. He said, "Hello, everyone. As I have mentioned in the post, only traveling options are fast travel, recall to in, or responding. About horse mounts, I found a thread which I shared. However, I am checking with the devs too. Once I have any confirmation, I'll be back here. Until then, appreciate your patience." No, you specifically said in future horse mounts will be available. That's a pretty definitive statement, and he's right. I guess now you're trying back to backpedal that mistake without actually saying you were wrong in what you said. Lame. I read in a thread that the game is dead. What's your next post? A link to that thread and confirming it is dead? What a waste. Someone needs to talk to you about how you do your job. Or maybe they are coming, but you just were not supposed to say anything about it yet. Either way, you need a talking to. And I agree. It's Champ, Slender here. I appreciate, and you too, Wyvern, I appreciate you guys actually responding. What that tells us is that somebody out there is listening. Maybe not the right people, but somebody is, and we do appreciate that. But be very careful in the future what you respond with, because everybody's watching these. There's a lot of viewers, and myself, I put this stuff on YouTube, and now I'm going to create a new series on horse mounts, and I hope you get a dev responding soon, because if you don't, this is going to be the same exact thing that happened with our loot luck questions. That loot luck thread has hundreds of responses. It caused a lot of debate. It caused a lot of issues. It caused a lot of, it was, I'm just going to say it was a crap storm. I'm just saying, I don't cuss on YouTube because I want everybody to be able to watch this. So yeah, keep doing what you're doing, but be careful with your responses. Make sure you are not giving us false information. And that post that you came out with is, I think, false information. So just be careful. All right. We're watching. Everybody's watching. We want some horse mounts. Please, if there's one thing that you can do right now, Champ, that would help this situation out big time, don't do what Wyvern did. Don't pass this off. Don't pass the buck. We've been waiting for days for an actual response from a dev. Get somebody in here and make a big deal out of it, because we're going to make a big deal out of it. I'm going to make a big deal out of it. I'm going to post this on YouTube. I'm going to be watching and updating until we get an actual confirmation about horses from the dev team. Don't move this post. Don't pass it on. Give us some freaking answers. We deserve some answers on this stuff. We're not asking you to implement horses right this second. We're asking for an answer, an honest, truthful answer. And if you guys can't give us that in a timely manner, I don't know what else to say. So everybody, I will be updating you guys on this. I'm not going to do like a 7-part video, but I'm going to wait for an actual response before I post it. And I mean, unless there's a lot more debate going on and some pretty crazy responses from customer service, I have to include that. But yeah, it's not going to be like a long, drawn out part 2, part 3 just to get views. I'll stay on top of it. And if nothing else, I'll just update you guys in the comments. So let me know what you guys think about horse mounts in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Is it a good idea? Are you excited? Do you really think there's going to be mounts? Let us know. I appreciate it. All right, guys, that's all I've got. Take it easy, and thanks for watching.